Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be discussing curator coaching. Just allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Neil the Deal. My name is Neil the Deal, and today I'm going to talk about curator coaching. And curator coaching, there's three different types of coaches we have here at Curaytor. We have our co-founders, we have our staff, and we have our clients. So I'm going to talk about the different types of coaching that we have here at Curaytor. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the tools, but again, this is a call about Curaytor coaching. And because we had over 200 people that registered, we know that coaching is a big deal. And so before we really get into the coaching, I want to tell you a little bit more about myself. As I said, my name is Neil the Deal. I'm the guy there in the center of your screen. A lot of people tell me I look like Wayne Brady. And at our company, Curaytor, we have an amazing culture. It's a very family-oriented, friend-focused culture. We have over 40 plus employees. And this is actually a shot of me at one of our in-person conferences. Every single year, we put on an in-person coaching conference. And later in the webinar, I'm going to talk about what that conference is like. And I've been in real estate technology now for 6 years. I actually started out at a company called Dot Loop, and at Dot Loop, I had an opportunity to meet this guy. And this is Chris Smith. I know a lot of the people on the call today know who he is, and he's been my coach for several years now. And he is definitely my coach here at Curaytor. Definitely he started a popular blog years ago called Tech Savvy Agent. And as I said, I had an opportunity to meet with him at Dot Loop. So, Chris is my coach. I met him at Dot Loop. He coached our sales team. He actually launched his first book called People Work while at Dot Loop. And about a year and a half ago, Zillow bought Dot Loop for over $108 million. And I can't stress enough how important coaching is. When I was at Dot Loop, I transitioned to Curaytor. And since then, the amount of money that I make year over year has quadrupled. So, Chris, as my coach, has quadrupled my income. I have a 2-year-old daughter. I have a wife. And I can't stress enough how coaching is very important. So Chris has done a lot of sales coaching. He has also worked for companies that you're probably more familiar with. He has worked for Top Producer, which is owned by Move Inc. and Realtor.com. From there, he went to go work for Inman News and then for Dot Loop, and that's where he and I met. But here at Curaytor, we're actually blessed to have two coaches, Chris Smith and Jimmy Mackin. We are an award-winning coaching company featured in a number of different publications. And people, when they hire us for coaching, we are coaches for the digital age, the modern age. We coach on things like Facebook, websites, blogging, IDX, sales. So we do provide a lot of different types of coaching. And the benefit of hiring Curaytor is very simple. On the left side of your screen, there's a lot of different technologies out there. And what we want to do is keep things simple for you when you hire us. So there's a lot of tools. There's websites out there. There's CRMs, right? So with us, our clients, when they hire us, they want to focus on people, not pixels. So we are experts at marketing, technology, sales. We're focusing on ideas so we can keep it very simple for you so you can focus on the thing that matter most, which is your business and the people that help you grow your business. And at Curaytor, there's really, again, three different types of coaches. So with Curaytor, there's three different types of coaches. You have our founders. And if you have not done this already, it's a good time to grab a pen and paper because I'm going to really get into the meat and potatoes of what Curaytor coaching is. So we have three different types of coaches. We have our founders, we have our staff, and we have our clients. In addition to the three different types of coaching, there are really 5 different methods we deliver that coaching. And so the Curaytor coaching, it can either be live, the coaching can be on demand, it can be in person, group coaching, or one-on-one. So again, I'm going to cover the Curaytor coaches and the Curaytor coaching and how we deliver that. And the first thing I want to talk about is Curaytor live coaching. Curaytor live coaching, and I want to start with our staff. So here at Curaytor, we have hired someone. Her name is Holly, and her sole responsibility. She is the launch coach. So she focuses on making sure that no client falls through the cracks. She makes sure that all the systems are in check. Everything goes well throughout the launch process. So if you hire a curator, you will definitely be introduced to Holly. She will be your launch coach. And in addition to being your launch coach, Holly, each and every single week, performs live group coaching inside of our mastermind group. Holly provides live group coaching. One of the things she coaches on every single week is mastering your CRM. My co-founder Chris Smith years ago worked for Top Producer, and at Top Producer, that CRM, he would do a lot of coaching and helping people master their CRM. A lot of people have a CRM, but really the question is, how are you using it? So, Holly, she stays on top of you. She makes sure that you're actually using the CRM and using it to grow your business. That CRM is absolutely critical to any serious real estate business. In addition to the CRM and doing live coaching for CRM, she also does live coaching for perfecting your targeting, perfecting your Facebook audiences. So each and every single week, she has topics that she does live coaching on. It could be CRM or even perfecting your audiences on Facebook. And the most popular live group coaching that a lot of people on the call you're probably familiar with is the water cooler. My co-founders Chris Smith and Jimmy Mackin over the last 4 years, had a popular podcast called The Water Cooler. And earlier this month, they sunsetted the water cooler. And on the water cooler, they interviewed several legends. People like Brad Inman. They interviewed coaches like Tom Ferry, Scott Stratton. And so the water cooler is over, and the water cooler was about free coaching. Chris and Jimmy have always come from a place of contribution. But now that the water cooler is over, there's only one way you can be coached by Chris and Jimmy, and that is by hiring Curaytor. So if over the last 4 years you received help, ideas that have helped you grow your business, the only way you're going to be able to get that is by hiring Curaytor. And Curaytor, the water cooler is gone. So internally at Curaytor, we have Curaytor Refresh, which is the water cooler on steroids. My co-founder, Jimmy Mackin, each and every single week, he interviews one of our clients. Again, we work with top producing agents and teams all over the country. We have over 700 top producing agents and teams. And Jimmy will interview one of our clients. One of the differences between Curaytor coaching and a lot of different coaching platforms out there, Tom Ferry, Brian Buffini, is that you can be assured that all of the Curaytor clients use the exact same technology. They use the exact same tools. And so Dustin Oldfather is one of our clients that Jimmy interviewed recently. And I remember Dustin, I brought him on board here at Curaytor, and he gave us a testimonial. Thank you, Curaytor, for being the catalyst for our team's success. The catalyst for our team's success. So during his first year with us, his team went from 210 transactions to over 300 transactions, and 60 million in sales to over 100 million in sales. So clearly, Dustin, when he hired us, he was already successful. And so we were the catalyst that helped him increase his business in 1 year by over 30 million in sales, which is a very big deal. So Dustin Oldfather, again, he will be, guys like Dustin is interviewed by Jimmy, which is, one of our co-founders, and Dustin is one of our clients. So it's called Curaytor Refresh. And the refresh that where Dustin was interviewed was about scaling success. How do you take a top producing team from 60 million in sales to 100 million in sales? So Dustin is definitely the $100 million man. In addition to Dustin, we've interviewed people like Amanda. So every single week, Jimmy will interview one of our clients, very similar to someone like Amanda. And when Amanda hired us, she was a single agent that needed coaching and help. She had never, paid for a company, a coaching company like Curaytor. And so she's the $1 million mom. When she hired us, she had only been in the business for a year and a half, and now she's crushing it. So she has some anxiety at hiring a coaching company, and she has never looked back. So she's been with us for over 2 years now, and we call her the $1 billion mom. And so she was featured on the Curaytor Refresh. In addition to Amanda being featured on the Curator Refresh, we have longtime clients like Judy Weininger. Again, we have hundreds and hundreds of clients. And Judy, one of the things she's expert at, she's a luxury agent. So Judy is a luxury agent. She has a team. And the Curator Refresh was about building amazing neighborhood pages, community pages, using curator coaching and the same tools. So one of the things you'll have consistent about Dustin, with Amanda, with Judy, and all of our clients, they have the exact same tools, the exact same platform provided by Curator. And so when you hire Curator, again, you're going to get Holly, who is going to be your launch coach. You're going to get access to some of our clients that have been with us, veterans, have been with us for a year, 2 years, 4 years, and being able to learn from them what they've done to accelerate their growth with Curator coaching. In addition, when you hire us, getting access to Holly and our clients, you're going to have access to our mastermind group. So when you hire us, there's over 1,700 top producing agents and their selected team members, all within our mastermind group. And here's some of the chatter. So in their mastermind group, there's a lot of coaching going on. There's a lot of activity. And so I want to focus on Brock Forkey. He's in the bottom left of your screen. Brock hired us in December. His system launched in January. He went through being coach, the launch coach Holly. And here's what some of his feedback. Hello, Curator friends and staff. I just want to thank you all. We are getting great results from this group and everything Curator provides. This week we got 38 cents a lead and lots of them. And at the bottom of your screen, you can see they've been running ads for 3 weeks now, since they signed up. We will get 1,200 leads next month. This month we're at 600 so far. So that's the kind of feedback we're getting in our mastermind group. We work with top producing agents and teams, much like Lee Ritchie. I call her the Queen of Columbus. I call her the Queen of Columbus because she's a top producing agent in downtown Columbus. Thank you, Curator buddies. I learned so much from this group. So in this group, the best in the business are getting a lot of ideas all within one place. And again, all those refreshes, all the Curator refreshes that we have done, which is over 300, a lot of those coaching calls by Holly, every single week. We have all those recorded and stored and archived inside of the mastermind group. So you can access that when you hire us on demand. You can access any of that content from Holly, from our clients, and even from our co-founders, Chris Smith and Jimmy Mackin, at any time if you want to pull back from any of those ideas that we talk about in the mastermind group. So in addition to live coaching and group coaching, we also have on-demand coaching, which, as I just referenced, all of the things that we do live is recorded that you can access at any time. Very similar to the water cooler archives you've seen in the past. And so one of the things that we set up that you can access at any time after you hire a curator is Curator 101. So we do a lot of advanced coaching here, but what we really want to start you out with are the basics. And a lot of our clients, they are excited to get started. Again, they have Holly, who's their launch coach. They're going to access Curator 101. So if they want to learn on their own, if it's the midnight hour and you want to learn the basics of what Curator coaches on, you immediately have access to that. There's over 30 plus videos. There's PDF documents, a lot of materials to learn the basics on Curator coaching. In addition to the on-demand coaching, there's also one-on-one growth coaching. One-on-one growth coaching, and I'm going to tell you about some of the people you would interact with if you hire a curator. One of the guys that have been here the longest, as growth coaches is John Mackin. As I said at the beginning of the webinar, we have a very family-oriented, very small business where a lot of the employees are related or friends with our co-founders. And John is actually the brother of Jimmy Mackin. This is John Mackin. And this is actually, again, a shot of him doing coaching at our in-person event, which I'm going to talk again about later in the webinar. But John, he is the master Facebook expert. So he is the guy that actually knows more about Facebook ads than Chris and Jimmy. So he's the guy, along with another one of my colleagues, Craig, who talks to top producing agents about 8 hours a day. So they do coaching about 8 hours a day, every single day for years on things like Facebook marketing. And this is a shot of Craig again doing live coaching with our clients, which in person, which we do a lot of as well. And one of the things that Craig and John talk a lot about are the 9 key items that have a big impact on your Facebook ads. So at any time, after you're being launched by Holly, you're going to get access to one of our growth coaches, and whenever you have a question about anything, maybe one of the 9 key items that has an impact on your Facebook marketing, John and Craig are there to be accessible. And so here's some of the results that they've helped attain for our clients. A lot of times the coaching, they're doing live in real time while someone does a Facebook ad. And here's some of those results. So Jody, she spent $25 on a Facebook ad and she reached 7,000 people, over 200 leads. Needless to say, she doubled down. $25, 200 leads. It's an absolute no-brainer to spend more money. Another client, Beth, we just ended our new Facebook registration. They generated over 40 plus leads. And so, here's the thing, guys. You got growth leaders, one-on-one coaches, anytime you have questions to reach out to do some quality Facebook ads to help you grow your business. So again, we've covered live coaching. We've talked about on-demand coaching. And we also have talked about one-on-one coaching. So the thing that I love most, I do have a bias here at Curaytor. The coaching I do primarily is in person. And so we do in-person coaching. And a lot of that is through my co-founder, Chris Smith. He's like a brother to me. And again, he's my coach. And he coaches on a lot of things. He coaches on sales and marketing. His most latest and greatest book is called The Conversion Code, where he coaches people on things like internet leads, how to generate quality appointments from those leads, and of course, close more sales. But he does coaching on websites, IDX, all sorts of marketing and blogging. And he takes me along with him, and this is what happens. After he finished speaking, there's people that rushes over to me at a trade show booth to hire Curaytor and to be coached by us. So, in-person coaching has a big impact here at Curaytor. But my most favorite conference, my most favorite in-person coaching that we do as a company is called Curaytor Excellence. So as a company, once a year, we get together with our co-founders. We get together with the Curaytor staff. We get together with the Curaytor clients to talk about ideas, talk about the new Curaytor technology. It's an opportunity for Curaytor staff, clients, and our co-founders to be belly to belly. It's a very family-oriented atmosphere. Again, this is a client-only conference. A lot of coaching happening. And in fact, I had an opportunity to do live coaching at Curaytor Excellence almost a couple years ago. My co-founder, Chris Smith, right as he was writing the conversion code, he taught me the techniques and he did live coaching with me. And in fact, I want to share that link to the YouTube video of Chris coaching me on the conversion code. So as I said before, coaching has a big impact on my life, helped me quadruple the money I've made in sales. Once I was coached by Chris. So coaching is a big, big deal. And that was a very exciting time. Coaching is very fun. And so at Curaytor, we put on an in-person coaching event called Curaytor Excellence. This is a client conference. And last year, there was over 500 of our clients that met up with us. This is a 3-day symposium, a 3-day symposium where you can get belly to belly with the co-founders and Curaytor staff, and of course, our top producing agents and teams. We have over 700 top producing agents and teams that have hired us over the last 3+ years. And this is an opportunity for us to do more coaching, in-person coaching by the co-founders and the staff and clients. So it's a big, big event, one of the biggest events of the year, and it's definitely my favorite. So if you love, coffee and cocktails and having a good time, I know how real estate conferences are. This is not an event where you're bombarded with a lot of vendors. And if you're a Curaytor client, there's probably nothing else we could sell you. So this is an event where we can connect with you to help you continue to grow your business. I absolutely love Curaytor Excellence. So I want to quickly recap the things that I've discussed as it relates to Curaytor coaching. If you hire us, you're going to be coached by three different buckets: our founders, our staff, our clients. In addition to the coaches, you're going to get access to multiple platforms, to receive that coaching. Multiple platforms to receive that coaching. You're going to have live coaching, on-demand coaching, in-person coaching, group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. So curator coaching is a big deal. And as I said before, it's had a big impact on my life, on coaching as it relates to sales. But we coach on things like our own website platform. We have our own landing page technology. We have our own CRM and email marketing for new leads and past clients. And so when you hire us, we are a coaching company that gives you all of our tools, the tools that we've created and integrated to help you grow your business in 2017 and beyond. So at Curaytor, we're going to coach you on all the techniques that Chris and Jimmy have been coaching on for years on the water cooler. You're going to get that through the refresh. You're going to get access to Holly. You're going to get access to our clients and all that great coaching. You're going to get access to Craig and John to do one-on-one coaching. And as a bonus, if you hire us today, if you hire us this month, you will receive access to 20 of the books of the authors that Chris and Jimmy have interviewed over the last 4 years. So Chris and Jimmy, they've interviewed, legends like Gary Keller. So you're going to get the one thing. You're going to get access to, books. You're going to get the books of Gary V. He has multiple books. You're going to get each of his books. You're going to get access to books, about luxury homes and how to sell luxury real estate. You're also going to get access out of that 20, two of my favorite books, People Work, and of course, Chris's latest and greatest book, The Conversion Code. So these are the books that we keep at our corporate office in Boston. These are the books that we keep at these sales and marketing offices here in Orlando, Florida. So as a bonus, you're going to get access to those 20 books. And one of the biggest things that makes us different as a coaching company is we are exclusive by market. So I apologize if you sat through my call today. If you're in Denver, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Charlotte, or if you're in Tampa, if you're in Columbus, Ohio, we are sold out in those types of places. And so one of the key difference of Curaytor coaching is different than Tom Ferry, Brian Buffini. We work exclusively. You can't help everyone grow by 4X. It's impossible. So we coach you on all the strategies for website, IDX, CRM, blogging, neighborhood pages. If these are the things that you need help with, email marketing, lead conversion, that's what we're experts at. And our coaching, again, is exclusive by market. And here's how it works if you want to hire us. The cost of Curaytor coaching is $1,275 a month. So you get access to Holly, who's the launch coach. You're going to have access to the live coaching that she does every single week. You're going to access to Curaytor Refresh, where Jamie is interviewing our clients on the tools, the same tools that you will receive, the website, the CRM, the IDX, the Facebook ads. We provide all of those tools to our clients so they can grow their business. Again, it's $1,275 a month. The contract is 6 months long, and it takes us about four to 6 weeks to get everything ramped up. So during that 4 to 6 weeks period, you're going to be interacting with Holly. She's going to be your launch coach. After everything is launched and set up, you're going to get access to either Craig or John or one of our growth coaches. And then every single week, there's a lot of live coaching, live group coaching that we do in our mastermind group. So again, it's $1,275 a month. It's a 6-month contract. It takes us about 4 to 6 weeks to get everything set up. And again, we are exclusive by market. We only allow 2 agents, 2 teams, and a zip code to hire us. And there's 2 zip codes per client. So again, very exclusive coaching. If you've already interacted with Chris and Jimmy and you love the coaching that they've done for free over the last 4 years, you're going to love the paid coaching, because we're going to take that even further to the next level, because you'll have all the tools that we provide to top producing agents and teams to help them grow by $30 million in 1 year. To help a single agent grow her business and grow it and have a team. To give tools and software and strategies to people like Judy Weininger, who's a luxury agent. Different businesses, and we will create custom plans for you, and coach you how to leverage our tools, our software, our service to continue to grow your business. Again, it's $1,275 a month. As an additional bonus, I'm going to give you $500 off of your first month. So if you hire us today, if you hire us this week, I'm going to give you $500 off your first month. So to get started with Curaytor, it's only $775 to receive our coaching and our tools. And so just put your phone number in the chat. Put the zip codes that you're in the chat box if you are ready to move forward. I'm going to open up the chat to Q&A in a second, but again, it's $1,275 a month. In the chat box, just go ahead and let us know. Give us your phone number. Give us your zip codes. Tell us where you are, and we will definitely reach out to you. As an additional bonus, my co-founder Chris Smith launched an online portal with his book last year. It's called the Conversion Code Course. We sell this all over the country for $500 an agent. So as an additional bonus, this is, imagine if you want to take Chris home directly, things that he coaches on like internet leads, appointments, and sales. This course is directly like the book. It's the digitized version of the book. You're going to get access to this as well as the sales scripts to close the type of leads that we coach on, which are internet leads. And so what I want to do is now open up the floor to Q&A. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to check out the chat box right now. So if you have any questions about Curaytor coaching, if you have questions about our tools, I can answer those now. So Matt, it looks like you have a question. Matt Ranger, you're in Canada. I appreciate all of our Canadian clients. If you're in Canada, there's like a 35% exchange rate. So I can appreciate if you want to hire us. We have a number of Canadian clients. Thanks for asking the question, Matt. Do you service the Canadian market? And if you do so, provide Canadian content? Absolutely. And some of our clients that have been with us for the longest time, we can definitely, I can show you a couple of those clients. People like Amy Youngren. She's a top producing agent with Keller Williams. People like Scott Moe, he's with Remax. He's a top producing agent, has been with us for years, 2, 3 years. So you want to talk about paying for coaching? A lot of people I've talked to have received coaching for free from Chris and Jimmy. People have been paying $1,275 a month for years to be coached directly with us, as well as get our software and our service. Hey, Abby, thanks for asking the question. So, Matt, just want to make sure I clarify that. Yes, we do service Canadian market, and yes, we do provide content that's Canadian. Here's one thing you're going to find, Matt, that's interesting about the Canadian market. It's very, very similar to the U.S. market. The average attention span of an American or a Canadian is like 8 seconds. So our tools, our software and service that we coach on will definitely crush it in the Canadian market. And so I'm going to move on to, I think it's Abby. Abby, thanks for asking the question. So this is coaching, not lead gen. Well, that's a good question, Abby. We definitely coach on lead gen, and we definitely have tools wrapped around lead gen. So I want to show you that. So what I want to do now is anyone that has questions about lead gen, I want to talk a little bit about how we provide that. That's a great question. So as a company, what we coach on is really 4 things to help our clients grow. There's 4 key pillars that we focus on. The 2 pillars I want to focus on relates to lead gen. So Abby, we help our clients generate seller leads. So if you hire us, we're going to first focus on generating quality seller leads online for you. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to help you generate buyer leads. And the way we approach buyers is also different than a lot of companies out there. We help you generate buyer leads from your listings. So these are the things we coach on. Listings on Facebook, buyer leads from your listings. And so listings and seller leads. It really starts with listings and seller leads. And it begins with world-class design. It begins with world-class design. So one of the things we know as a marketing company that does coaching for top producing agents and teams is that if you want to attract more sellers, what you focus on is what you find. I'm sure each and every single one of you that's on the call, when you walk outside your house to do business, you look professional. So it's important to make sure that your digital footprint matches that same professionalism. So we start with world-class design. And, Chris and Jimmy, they've coached on design and marketing for years. And the number one way that trust is built online is with design. A lot of the agents I talk to, they grow their businesses by leveraging their past clients in their sphere of influence. And you grow that way because they trust you. And so when you're dealing with people who don't know, it's important that you look great and you have a unique tools to capture quality seller leads. And so one of the things that we focus on as it relates to design is we focus on lead conversion. We focus on lead conversion. So we have a number of different things to not only generate leads, but we want to focus on lead conversion. So we focus on the top 3 or 4 sexiest stats on why someone should hire you. Because it's not just about generating leads. A lot of people, they buy leads from Zillow. They buy leads from realtor.com, homes.com. But the fortune is definitely in the follow-up and the lead conversion. So we focus on your experience. We also, some of the tools that we provide is an experience map. So for each of our clients, every buyer, every seller that they've worked with in their careers, we build an experience map. And as a bonus, you'll notice that this page is also a landing page. So again, the average attention span of a Canadian is 8 seconds. You get about 8 seconds to convince a seller to work with you. And why? Human beings, they learn the most efficient way with numbers, with images. So it's important for us as your coaching company, your marketing company, your technology company to give you tools so people actually digest that quickly. That's very, very important. So there's a lot of different things. There's landing pages, right? One of the things with are the tools that we provide. We provide you a website platform. That's the heart of what we do. But the most popular thing that our clients love is seller leads. So we have our clients capture seller leads a number of different ways. We help you capture seller leads, partial and full seller leads, by leveraging home value ads on Facebook. So we combine Facebook ads and landing pages as a way to capture seller leads. The first thing we focus on is the property address. We focus on property address, and then if that's the only thing we capture, that's called a partial lead. The goal would be to capture name, email, phone number, time frame. So that would be called a full seller lead. And the moment we capture that information, we pull that information to the CRM, another tool that we provide you as well. The number one way our clients are capturing more seller leads online is we help them turn their solds into listings. So if you're in, Orlando, Florida, and you want to promote one of your listings on Echo Peak, we coach our clients to do ads promoting their sold listings to get more listings. I'm sure every person on this call right now, when you got into business, you wanted to get some listings to get more listings. And so we really honor that idea, and we coach our clients to get more listings from their listings. And again, we are a modern coaching company. We coach on things like internet marketing, seller leads using Facebook. And here's an example of some of those ads. So what we do is we provide the ads. Again, our clients want to focus on people, not pixels. So here's an example of some of the ads to generate seller leads on Facebook. Again, we help our clients set these ads up, targeting people by age, by income, where they have a college degree. And as I told you guys at the beginning of the call about the coaching, when Holly, you guys come on board, Holly is your launch coach, and then you're going to be assigned a growth coach. They're going to be coaching you on all these best strategies. And here's just a few of the ads that we've run recently that I know crushed it. And the bottom right of your screen is a seasonal ad. This is a seasonal ad. And let me know in the chat box if you guys love the design. As I said before at the beginning call, there's 9 key items that go into a successful ad. That's what we're experts at. That's what we coach on. So you're asked if we're a coaching company? Yes. And we provide tools to help you get seller leads. So, Avi, does that explain for you at a very high level, the type of ways that we generate leads online? And I know that, Avi, you had a question. Give me 1 second. All right. So, great. So, Avi, looks like that answered your question. And it looks like we have Matt Ranger. Great. Thanks for providing your postal codes. We will definitely be reaching out soon. Kevin. It looks like Kevin Wester has a question. Is your internet leads coaching specific to Facebook, or do you incorporate how to maximize leads through Zillow, Trulia, and other internet leads as well? That's a great question, Kevin. That's a great question. We do coach on Facebook. And Facebook, well, the reason why we coach on Facebook is the internet. I'm 30 years old. I'm a millennial. My fiance is a millennial. So if you haven't mastered Facebook, that's definitely the first place to start. However, of course, all of the strategies that we coach on can be used on LinkedIn. They can be used on Twitter. Okay, but we coach on strategies that work. So we want to definitely help you maximize your Facebook strategy. And then if you're generating leads through things like Zillow or Realtor.com, or Homes.com, we have a CRM where we can help you pull in all your leads from any source. And what we provide is a CRM. We provide a CRM that does follow up. So any of your leads from any source, let's say you get a seller lead from Zillow. I'm curious if you're getting any seller leads from Zillow. Some do. But we focus on with Facebook to generate seller leads. And here's what happens. If you get a Zillow lead, if you get a Facebook lead, that's a seller, we're going to send out an email. We're going to send out a text message automatically on your behalf. And when we set that follow up, when we create the action plans, the email marketing, the text message marketing, each of those action plans are set up based upon lead source. So if you're getting leads from Zillow, from Facebook, from Realtor.com, the follow-up will be relevant to the lead source. So absolutely, we do coach on converting leads from different sources. We definitely believe in a holistic approach to growing your business. Some people, before they hire us, they already are spending a lot of money on Zillow. They're spending $7,000 a month on Zillow. I have a client, they spend $25,000 a month on Zillow. So yeah, we definitely coach on that. But again, we're going to focus on listings, help you capture more seller leads on Facebook. And then anyone in the database that we set up for you, for all of those seller leads, all of those Zillow leads, is important to have technology and tools in place for lead conversion. So not only do we send out an email and a text message, we have a proprietary technology called Magic Moments. So I've been in sales for a long time. I was in sales at Dotloop where Chris coached me. And of course, I'm here at Curaytor. And one of the things I determined, talking to a lot of salespeople every single day for the last 6 years, real estate agents, they hate logging into stuff. They hate CRMs. So we created a technology called Magic Moments. Magic Moments, where anyone that returns to the website we built for you, we build a seller-focused website for you. Anyone that comes back to the website, you are alerted. You're going to receive an alert on your phone so you can follow up immediately. So we're trying to help our clients convert people in real time. It doesn't matter where the lead came from. If someone is on your website that we put in place for you, from Zillow, from Trulia, from Facebook, you're going to receive alert from one of those seller leads if they're on the website in real time. And guess what? They don't have to log into anything. They don't have to log into anything. So it's very simple. They don't even know that that you're on the site. And I use this every single day. So again, one of the key pillars to Curaytor, how we're going to help you grow, is listings. So you guys want to write this down. Listings. We're going to help you generate seller leads. Buyer leads from your listings. We're going to help you do digital marketing to your past clients and your sphere of influence. And of course, the last pillar is lead conversion. So again, listings and seller leads, buyer leads from your listings, digital marketing for your sphere of influence, and of course, we also have lead conversion methods. Magic Moments is, again, a proprietary technology that we created. So great question, Kevin. And so I love the question, guys. These are very, very relevant. And so as it relates to buyer leads, so I covered some seller lead stuff. Now, you have to think about your plan. What's your plan for seller leads? Do you have Facebook ads? Do you have a coach who's coaching you on Facebook ads? That's why people hire us, because we provide the tools, but we also coach you how to execute on them consistently every single week through live coaching. We have growth leaders for one-on-one. Of course, we have on-demand coaching. We have clients that have been Curaytor clients for years, where you can be coached by them. So a lot of ways you can learn from us. So that's why we're a coaching company, but we also help you generate seller leads. And the way we approach buyers is also different, right? We help you generate buyer leads from your listings. So buyer leads from your listings. And here's a few examples of what those ads look like. And just let me know in the chat box if you love the design. I can tell you that the average attention span of an American and a Canadian is 8 seconds. So the purpose of these ads is to definitely attract attention. So as I said before, there's 9 key items that go into a very successful Facebook ad. On the bottom right of your screen is an example of how we coach our clients to promote their listings. So I'm not going to cover everything, but I'm going to cover 2 things you could do better right now if you want to promote your listings, on Facebook. You're going to definitely leave out the price and the location. That's absolutely critical. More importantly, you're going to get a landing page. So you're going to get you're going to use a landing page with the Facebook ad. And those ads crush it. I showed you some testimonials, but let's say you don't have any listings. We have clients, for example, in Canada, where they're in Toronto, and they put a listing on the market and it sells, right? So what if you're in a market like that? Well, we have ads that solves that problem as well. So at the top of your screen is an example of an ad, if you don't have a listing. See beautiful homes with mountain views under $650,000 in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Click here to get access to those listings. And one of my favorite ones in the bottom left on your screen, did you know that 20% of homes for sale are not on Zillow? Get access to the newest and best listings in Las Cruces from a local professional. Click here to subscribe. So you can see here we have some very creative and very dynamic ways to capturing quality buyer leads. And one of the things you'll notice is for any of these types of capture pages on Facebook, these ads, there's no bait and switch, guys. They know when they click on the link, they're getting price and location. They know when they click the link, they're subscribing to your list. There's no bait and switch. They're not going to just randomly start getting lead alerts from you because you want that to happen. So that's one of the things, again, we coach on is helping our clients get quality buyer leads from their listings. But again, we have other ads and strategies as well that are, if you don't have any listings, to grow your business. So if you want leads and ads like this, put your number in the chat box right now with your primary zip code. Again, we're exclusive by market for our coaching as well as our tools. You don't get the tools without the coaching. You don't get the coaching without the tools. So it's exclusive by market, 2 zip codes per client, 2 clients per zip code. So again, guys, great questions. And it looks like we have some more. Rich, thank you, Rich. And so, Rich, go ahead and put your zip codes or your postal codes if you're in Canada. Kevin, great. I'm glad you like the designs. But again, guys, if you are ready to get started, if you want access to the coaching, access to the ads, access to all the things that we provide, just put your phone number in the chat box. Again, it's $1,275 a month. $1,275 a month as a bonus if you sign up today. If you sign up this week, you're going to get $500 off your first month. You're also going to get access to those books I talk about. Those 20 business books of the books that we keep in our offices. We have 2 offices, one in Boston, one in Orlando, Florida. And so the webinar is wrapping up soon, guys. So put your phone number in the chat. And the offer is going to end when the webinar does. So, the book special, the $500 off, reach out to us, give us a call. Go to our website. We have a number there. Give us a call. If you've already been on a demo with Darren or I and you have a contract, just sign it. I will make sure you get access to the bonus. You will get the books, even if it's not on the contract. Again, this is being recorded. You're also going to get $500 off your first month. So Darren and I know we definitely didn't give you a $500 off. There's only 2 guys who sell here at Curaytor. You didn't get that bonus. So if you have the contract, sign the contract now. Lock in your area before one of the 40-plus people who are still on the call. We have 44 people still on the call. Kevin is asking another question. How do you coach on maximizing our sphere? How do we coach on maximizing your sphere? That's a very, very good question. I'm going to cover that briefly before the webinar ends. Again, the webinar is ended soon, guys. Put your phone number in the chat box. We will reach out to you. So it's very simple in how we focus on past clients and sphere marketing. That's a great question. So as it relates to past clients and sphere of influence marketing, what we do is we recommend digital marketing. So this is 2017, guys. If you don't have an online digital strategy for targeting your database, targeting your past clients and sphere of influence, that's in a very modern way. That's what we coach on. More importantly, not only do we coach, we do a lot of the heavy lifting. We set up the website. We set up the landing pages. We provide a lot of Facebook ads. We create each and every single month, we create emails that you can send out to your past clients in your sphere of influence. So here's an example of one of those emails we sent out last year, so 2016. And here's the subject line. Homes values went up by $1.1 trillion in 2015. Want to see how much your home's value increased or decreased in 2015. So again, one of the things you'll notice is the email doesn't look like an ad. More importantly, it's very relevant to people in their database, especially if they own a home. One of the things I like most about this is, again, we are going to link to articles that we know to be popular, but at the bottom of this email, what you'll notice is simply reply to this email with your current address, and I will put together in the business what we call a CMA. As it relates to past clients and sphere of influence, according to the National Association of Realtors, only 9% of past clients even work with the same agent. So the benefit of Curaytor is we're creating content each and every single month consistently so that you can stay in touch with the people that matter most. The people that help you get to this point in your business in the first place. It's important to stay in touch with them. So if those types of leads are falling through the cracks, that alone is worth $1,275 a month and what we coach on. And again, we create these emails every single month. And what we want to do is blow up your inbox. We feel like it's our job as your company, your coaching company, to help you create better conversations. Conversations are what equal closings, not just getting leads. And so this is a snapshot of one of our clients' emails. We send out one email. This is what his inbox turned out to be the next day. We sent out an email about the CEO of Zillow about how 40% off the CEO's home office. The Zestimate was off by 40%. And so what we try to do is put our clients in a position of strength with our past client follow-up. We want to put you in a position of strength to create quality conversations that people that matter most. That's how we handle it from an email marketing perspective. Also, on Facebook, we create strategies to help you retarget your database. You can create those lists on Facebook. And here's a couple examples of those ads. So we create content that give you, so you can do digital marketing in 2017 to connect with your past clients and sphere of influence, not just by using a postcard that may go in the trash. They can't delete the ad. They click on the ad, that means they want to talk. So we want to help you stay top of mind with digital marketing, online ads, and more importantly, high quality emails. So that's a great question about past clients and sphere of influence. So again, have you ever had anything in your inbox like that, right? From your own email experts. I've heard about all the different types of past client follow-up. The 22 touch, the 33 touch, right? Is your marketing relevant? And that's what we provide. Relevant marketing so people actually open it and respond. That's the purpose of any email. So we want to help you create quality conversations with your past clients and sphere of influence. And again, that alone is worth $1,275 a month. Because you can get one past client that says, hey, yeah, I'm ready to list my home. That pays for it. So if you have a database that's 500 people, 1,000 people, 5,000 people, the more the better. I can guarantee you, we send out one email, you're going to get your ROI for 3 years probably with Curaytor. So we help you grow in a lot of different ways, not just by, putting more fuel on the fire, right? The new leads, Abby, you asked about new leads. Right, so we can definitely help you generate new leads, but some of you have leads falling through the cracks. So we're going to help you make sure that no lead falls through the cracks. That's why Holly does the live group coaching every single month. She's going to stay on top of you, making sure that you are using your CRM, because that's not your database, that's your data bank, and you should be tapping into that every single month with quality messages, and that's what we provide. So great question about past clients and sphere of influence. Arthur, it looks like you joined as well. Can you send the recording? I'm on mobile. Can't seem to get the sound to work. Absolutely, Arthur. I'm going to send this out. And again, the webinar is ending very soon. So, Arthur, do me a favor. On your phone, just put in your phone number, the zip codes that you'll be interested in to receive our coaching. And we will definitely follow up with you. I've got a team of people. I've got my colleague, Darren. I've got my colleague, Sarah. I've got my colleague, Amber. I've got my colleague, Jeremy. I have a number of people standing by. If you guys want to work with Curaytor, please reach out. And more importantly, there's still 43 people on the call. If you have any questions about Curaytor coaching or the software or the service that we provide, now's a good chance to ask those. And so thanks for the feedback, Kevin. Let's see here. We have some more questions. Sheila, thanks for providing those zip codes. We'll definitely be reaching out. Thanks a lot. So if you are not ready to get started, or talk now. What's the number one reason why? We can update your file in our CRM. We can take you off our list. Just tell me why you don't want to work with us. I'm a sales guy. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that. Why don't you want to hire a curator? Part of this call was to talk about curator coaching, which I talked about in depth. But if you have questions about the tools, but why wouldn't you want to hire us? I know sometimes people want to hire us because they feel like they already have the tools. And so, our tools, we provide you consistent coaching with the exact same tools. And again, the exact same tools, for our clients, we have over 700 top producing agents and teams that have hired us. And again, we're exclusive by market. They are all using the exact same tools. So I'm not sure who your coach is, but I know we as a company, one of the things that makes us unique is that all the people that are being coached by us, they use the exact same tools. So if you have questions about seller leads or buyer leads from your listings or passive, past clients and follow or lead conversion, they can tell you. So the purpose of hiring us as a coaching company is to help bridge that gap with things that you may need help with quickly. That's the value of the $1,275 a month. What if you start generating sell leads, in 4 weeks from now, once the system is set up? You start generating massive numbers of buyer leads all from your own listings. According to the National Association of Realtors, the average agent only gets about 2 buyers per listing. Our clients are getting tons and tons of buyer leads from their own listings. And long term, that puts you in a position of strength so you don't have to go buy leads from anyone else. So again, we are a coaching company. We provide world-class tools, website, IDX, landing pages, follow-up, magic moments, all those things I covered today. Again, $1,275 a month, 6-month contract. If you sign up today, $500 off your first month. You also get those books I promised to send to your office as well. So what have I not covered that still matters to you? Let me know. Let me know in the chat box. What have I not covered that you feel like, oh my God, Neil, if you show me this, I'm moving forward Curaytor today. Because it's a great promotion. $500 off your first month and you get the books. You're going to get access to our coaching. You're going to access to our tools. So tell me, thanks tomorrow. Look forward to connecting with you. Candace, you have a question. Okay. Candace. So if you guys are loving the chat, the call so far, if you're learning some new things about Curaytor, please let me know in the chat. Very, very fun for me so far. Candace Cassidy, what ROI on coaching only have your current clients experience? Worst to best? That's a good question. So at the beginning of my talk today, I talked about a guy named Dustin Ofather. And let me tell you a little bit about Dustin. Okay, so Dustin Ofather, before he hired us, he already had 100 million. He already had 60 million in sales. He and his team were doing. Clearly, already successful. He also has some of the tools, right? He was generating seller leads online, right? He had landing pages. He had a CRM. He had multiple websites. And so the only thing in 2015, from 2015 that changed was Curaytor. So we coach him on not only how to generate all those things, generate seller leads or, providing with tools, it was also the coaching. He and his team went from 60 million in sales to 100 million in sales. I can talk about another guy. If you go to our website, Curaytor.com, there's a guy, his name is Richard McDonough. If you go to Curaytor.com, I want to talk to you about a guy about why coaching and systems matter. You're going to click on results. And these are tons of examples of people talking about how Curaytor had a direct and significant impact on their business. A significant impact on their business. So you can read through these. And what's cool about these testimonials, each person, if you click on their photo, is going to pull you to their website, the tools that we provide. But again, it's not only the software and the service, it's how to use those tools. That's why people hire us. So again, any question you guys have that you need to be answered to move forward, please let me know. And so, most of our reviews again, this is, help not hype. You can go to Curaytor.com, /testimonials, just as Chris threw down in the chat box, Curaytor.com /testimonials. Great question. Let's see. Make sure we get a couple more questions in here. Nicholas Babinko. Cool name, Nick. I love that name, Nick, because it's almost like Neil. My entire life, people said, oh, is it Neil or is it Nick? And of course, it's Neil the Deal. And so you're asking Nick about follow-up campaigns for online leads. Follow-up campaigns for online leads. So there's a number of different ways we set those up, Nicholas. And you want to write this down, Nick. We set up follow-up campaigns 3 ways. We set those up by lead source. We set those up by lead source. We set those up by lead type. Lead type, buyer lead, seller lead, so lead type, and then of course time frame. And the way it works, whenever a new seller lead, a new buyer lead goes into our CRM, there's an auto email, auto text message that goes out automatically to those leads. And here's the cool thing, guys. Anyone that goes to the website that we built for you, we create what are called magic moments. So if you're an agent that you're on the go, you don't have time to log into a CRM, the email, the text message goes out automatically. Again, there's 3 ways we set that up. Lead source, lead type, time frame. We set all that up for you. And here's the cool thing. The fortune is definitely in the follow-up, but one of the things I know that agents struggle with is following up in real time. So we will continuously, that initial touch, that email, text message helps. But what if it's a seller lead, a buyer lead that comes to the website we built for you, and they come to the website? Wouldn't it be nice to be alerted in real time? So we have that as well. So it's not just about the campaigns. We want to create more magic moments for you when people are actually actively searching and buying. Well, you're thinking about buying a home. So again, a lot of ways we have to convert leads. We have all the action plans. We set those up for you. In addition to that, we have magic moments. So again, a lot of ways we help you convert your leads. And so again, great question. I know Jasmine. I think Jasmine had a question. Jasmine, if we don't have time to do Facebook ads and emails, how much more is it to hire a curator to do it for you? How many curator clients do that? That's a great question. Right now, about 4 months ago, about 4 months ago, we created a service called Curaytor Marketer. And so my co-founders, Chris Smith and Jimmy Mackin, they've created a world-class marketing team. And our marketers have worked for companies you're probably more familiar with. They work for companies like Disney. They've worked for NFL teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And so if you feel like you have more money, than time, then you can definitely hire one of our marketing experts to do all your Facebook ads for you and create custom hyperlocal ads for you and campaigns for you every single week. So if you want access to one of those marketers, it's an additional $1,275 a month. So again, we have 2 different packages. One includes the coaching, it includes the help and the tools. That's $1,275 a month. If you want everything that I talked about today, including a person on your team that does hyperlocal ads weekly, and these are supercharged ads, guys. These aren't just a Facebook ad that takes, with no thought. These ads take them 1 full week to complete. So if you don't have 1 full week to do a custom hyperlocal ad, that's $1,275 a month. So you would pay for the tools and the coaching, and then you will pay for the person. That's $1,275 a month. So if you want the software, the service, the person, the coaching, it's $2,550 a month. So again, it's $2,550 a month. That contract is also 6 months long. And again, we have a wait list. So if you did want that package, you're not going to have that until April. So you're not going to have that into April. No exact date. But I can tell you, Curaytor Marketer, our clients love it. We probably have over 150 of our clients that are using the marketer, but that's only because it's a wait list. It's so popular, we have a freaking wait list for it. And people that are current clients, they're going to be launched on it in April. So if you want it, again, a lot of the agents I've talked to, I've been to a lot of trade shows. And one of the things I know a lot of teams they want a marketing person. But let's be honest, guys. A lot of those marketing people, they're not even marketing professionals. They just think they're good at Facebook marketing. Right? They've been doing their ads, but ask them how many seller leads they're getting, how many buyer leads they're getting from the listing ads. So when you hire us, you have 2 different packages, $1,275 a month. That includes the coaching, the software, the service. If you want the marketer, it's an additional $1,275 a month, which is well worth it if you can afford it. So great question, Jasmine. So Jasmine, if you're ready to get going, put your zip codes in the chat. Put your phone number. I definitely want to talk to you, Jasmine. Definitely want to figure out how we can work together. I did say April. Yeah. So how many are waiting? That's a great question. I'm not sure. I think we probably have 20. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know, but I do sell it. So I know there's definitely a lot of people this month that bought it, but honestly, I don't know the exact number. But we have an entire marketer team. I can follow up with you, Jasmine, with the exact number. But if you want, you want it. I know right now it's not sold out for April. So again, you can get started today. To get started, you would only pay $1,275, Jasmine, and then you won't have to start paying for marketer until it's ready, which again will be in April. So great question, Jasmine. Sonia Hagler has a question. What is the average additional cost for the website and any idea of turnaround time? That's a great question. And I'll cover that slowly for you. All right. Make sure I probably covered that a little fast earlier, but I want to make sure that I cover that, the terms and, what that process is going to be like. Okay. Let's see. So I talked about, the terms, $1,275 a month. I talked about when you come on board, you're going to have a launch coach. That's Holly. And you're asking about additional costs for the website. So it's $1,275 a month. That includes the website. That includes all the tools that we provide. Again, we're a coaching company. You're going to get all of our tools. You get the website. The hosting is included. You get the landing pages for seller, for homes value, for just sold, just listed landing pages coming soon. You're going to get access to all of our technology. So there's no additional cost. You're going to get the coaching and all the tools for $1,275 a month. And again, it's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks to get everything set up. 4 to 6 weeks to get everything set up. And Sonia, if you haven't done so already, just put your zip codes in the chat. Our team will definitely be in touch with you soon. Lots and lots of great questions again. There's still a lot of people on the call. We have 32 people on the call. I know a lot of people have already given us their information. So, we have, let's see, we have a lot of people on the call. So if you have any questions about, Curaytor coaching, Curaytor website, technology, now's a good time to do that. I'm going to end the webinar here very soon. Looks like we got another question. Giovanni, thank you. We're going to definitely be reaching out. Hopefully, your zip codes are open. One of the things I want to stress about this, guys, is our coaching, our tools are exclusive by market. I would hate for you guys to reach out to me next week. I'm going to be in Vegas next week with my co-founder, Chris, and I would hate for your area to be sold out because someone, at a big conference won in your area. People need help with this stuff. People need help with Facebook ads. They need an amazing website that can attract sellers, help them get buyer leads from their listings. People need help with their past client follow-up. If you need help with just those three things, that $1,275 is an absolute no-brainer. But then if you need help with lead conversion, let's say you're already getting leads. The fortune is definitely in the follow-up, and we are definitely lead conversion experts. My co-founder, Chris Smith, his book, you can look it up on Amazon, The Conversion Code. He literally wrote the book on the things that I'm talking about, guys. Capturing internet leads, creating quality appointments, closing more sales. I use these techniques every single day. That's in that book. And as I said at the beginning of the call, it helped me quadruple the much money I make the moment I left Dotloop. Quadruple. I don't want to give you exact numbers because I don't even like my mom know how much money I make. But it helped me quadruple the amount of money that I made since I left that company. And that company sold to Zillow for over $108 million. I guarantee you we have a world-class company. In the last 3 years I've been here, $10 million in annual revenue. Okay, we have a world-class coaching company and we provide world-class tools. If you need those things, don't let your area sell out. 2 zip codes per client, 2 clients per zip code. Hopefully we can figure out how to work together very soon. And Sonia, I know I answered your question, but it looks like you have another question. I appreciate that. I mentioned the CRM. We have our own CRM, and you noticed Follow Up Boss in the illustration somewhere on the call. Does the monthly cost include Follow Up Boss or another CRM? That's a good question. Yes, our software and service does include Follow Up Boss, and we're going to integrate a number of different things. We're going to integrate our website, the CRM. We have mass emailing technology. We have a lot of tools. So as I said before, we are a coaching company, and Follow Up Boss is definitely one of the tools we set up for our clients. One of the things that's going to be different, for example, I talked about Dustin Oldfowler on this call. I think Jasmine asked about, how did the coaching help? When he hired us, he had Follow Up Boss already. So, we create our own technology and we integrate with other technologies that we like, and we coach on those technologies. One of the differences, if you go and buy Follow Up Boss today, is the marketing that's in it, the technology that's integrated, the coaching that's provided. That's what's going to be different if you just go and buy a CRM. So again, we're not a CRM company. We do provide a CRM, but that's a great question, Sonia. It is included in the cost. The CRM is included. The website is included. The Facebook ads are included. And the coach is included. The mastermind, all those things that I talked about, everything is included in the $1,275 a month package. $1,275 a month, 6-month contract, 4 to 6 weeks to get everything set up. So great question. Great question. And we have a lot of people on the call. And so if you're still on the call, I haven't, Brian Klinger, Teresa, what questions do you guys have for me, guys? There's still over 30 people on the call. I know I've answered a lot of questions, and people have given us their information to move forward. And so today we're going to work with a lot of agents all over the country, and I can promise you we will sell out in your area. So here's just a few areas that we've already sold out: Denver, Tampa, Charlotte, Atlanta, Portland. We're sold out in places like Columbus, Ohio. I'm from Ohio. I'm from Cincinnati, and we're pretty much sold out there. So if you're looking for a coaching company, a modern coaching company in 2017 to help you with Facebook ads, seller website, landing pages, follow-up, CRM, IDX, blogging, neighborhood pages, right? I can go on and on and on. If you need help with that stuff, if you need coaching water cooler style, we have all of that. I've got that for you. $1,275 a month, 6-month contract. Look forward to working with you guys. A lot of questions. So no more questions are coming in. I answered a lot. And again, this call is recorded. I'm going to end the webinar now. Thanks again for your time. This has been a call on Curaytor Coaching. And again, reach out to us. Come to our website. We can do a full demo if you need that. If you need a one-on-one demo, we got one-on-one demos too. And my colleague Darren and I will perform those. So look forward to connecting with you guys. And looks like we have a lot of new people coming on board. Fantastic. Thanks again. This has been Neil the Deal, Curaytor Coaching.